Welcome back. This edition will be focusing on anger, part 1. Most children have occasional tantrums or meltdowns. They may sometimes lash out if they're frustrated or be defiant if asked to do something they don't want to do. Unresolved feelings, such as grief related to a divorce or the loss of a loved one, can be the root of the problem. A history of trauma or experiencing bullying may lead to anger too. Mental health issues also may be linked to angry outbursts. When children continue having regular emotional outbursts, it's usually a symptom of distress. The first step is understanding what's triggering your children's behavior. There are many possible underlying causes. Many children with ADHD, especially those who experience impulsivity and hyperactivity, have trouble controlling their behavior. They find it hard to listen to instructions or switch from one activity to another, which makes them appear defiant and angry. For some children who seem angry and defiant often have severe and unrecognized anxiety. This is caused by the hard time coping with situations causing distress and lashing out due to the high pressure and/or demands. In these situations, your child's fight or flight instinct may take hold and have a tantrum or refuse to do something to avoid the source of the fear. A lot of acting out in the school is the result of trauma, neglect, or chaos at home. Kids who are struggling or not feeling safe at home can act out at school with fairly intimidating kinds of behavior. When your kid acts out repeatedly in school or during homework time, it's possible that there is an undiagnosed learning disorder. If they have a lot of trouble with math or math problems make them very frustrated and irritable, they may try to create a diversion by starting something with another kid or someone else than doing their work. Some kids have trouble processing sensory information that they're getting from the world around them. They're oversensitive or unsensitive to stimulation like scratchy clothes, too much light or noise. This can help them feel overwhelmed, which leads to meltdowns for no reason. Children on the autism spectrum are also prone to dramatic meltdowns. They tend to be rigid and need consistent routine to feel safe. Any unexpected change can set them off. Any sensory issues can cause them to be overwhelmed by stimulation and short circuit into a meltdown, which continues until they exhaust themselves. Sometimes there isn't always a clear environmental or mental health issue behind a kid's anger. Some kids just have a lower tolerance for frustration than others. If your kid's anger is causing concerns in one of the following areas, it might be time to seek help. Hitting a sibling or calling someone a name once in a while is normal in young children. However, when kids' angry outbursts prevent them from maintaining friendships or interfere with developing healthy relationships with family members, it's time to address the issue. If you are walking on eggshells or if your daily activities are disrupted due to your child's angry behaviors, it's not healthy for anyone in your family. Skipping outings or giving in to your child to avoid a meltdown are temporary solutions that will only lead to long-term problems. Kids with anger problems use aggression and lashing out as their first line of defense. When children struggle to solve problems, resolve conflict, or ask for help, they may be using aggression as a way to get their needs met. Teaching new skills might help a child learn that aggressive behavior isn't necessary. It is expected to have a 2-year-old throw themselves down on the floor. However, by 8 years old, you will probably turn heads. Meltdowns should be less frequent and intense as your child ages. If your child's temper tantrums seem to be getting worse, it's a warning sign that they're having difficulty regulating their emotions. As kids mature, they should develop an increased ability to tolerate frustrating activities. If a 7-year-old throws their building toys when their creations topple over, or a 9-year-old crumples up their paper every time they make a mistake on their homework, they may need help building frustration tolerance. Thanks for tuning in. Our next episode will focus on how you can help your child manage his or her anger.